Hey man, I woke up this morning and had a dream about my caretakers. It's just like you have a bunch of people in social society that wanted my land and they didn't make my caretakers. I'm the one that made the situation and made them. And then on top of it, also educated international security throughout the paradigm of time. You have a bunch of people that just wanted to tactically go after my land, that was trying to wear out my life and my the things that I would love to do and accomplish in life, because they know if I get to if I'm doing the things I'm supposed to do in my life, that they would never be able to take my land. Then you have a bunch of people that after they ruin LA, done recondition their human their social economics of stature and equality. Then they wanted to move in other places they weren't supposed to move to, that was causing even the spiritual guardian god empress the uncomfortability in anatomy, where they wanted to cause the end of the world. You have a bunch of people, even Gallic, you have a bunch of people that came from a planet that was destroyed because of stupidity and irresponsibility of other individuals, and then they weren't supposed to even be here, and they ended up here in a social economic system through time. Then on top of it, you have a bunch of people that's manipulating my caretakers. This is the year of the element. You have animals taking shit by light poles, dirtying the elements, doing certain things that they're not supposed to do, causing forms of social entrapment, trying to show people things after they done followed people, they done followed me or and certain other people for so many days to learn their position, their movement, and then to cause social entrapment, to manipulate, to make it look like propaganda, because they wanted to manipulate other people's viewpoint so they could cause the end of the world, because they don't have the answers, and they were trying to pressurize situations to get the answers. And then when a person told them about themselves to correct the humane condition, they were mad because they were the incorrect situation that caused the situation to even hear of correction, or cause a situation to be demoralized, or cause a situation to be the way it is now. Then you have people on the networks working on television, like the Chipotle commercial, saying we always have fresh food, and then you hear the little ad lib of a person hiding in the microphone in the back having fun, that just wants to end and kill my children and star beings and cause fallen stars because they were wrong in their star chart, or they already caused a certain type of situation, and because the star chart failed, then they wanted to make other social economic situations miserable, because they wanted to cause the end of the world, because they ended their reality, so they worked towards of messing up everybody else's life. That those type of situations, your commercial, the Phoenix, your College of Phoenix. Now, I called the Phoenix Empress. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm the one that called the Phoenix Empress. And then you said, what if in the commercial it says, what if we could lock your tuition? So you basically saying lock my caretakers, lock up an individual that my land belongs to, is me. And then you have a bunch of frivolous people that will cause the end of the world on a commercial, spreading the wrong type of acknowledgement when it comes to a viewpoint and peripheral vision in different angles. And then I wondered, I said, wow, are these people trying to end the world? And then you have people outside working in these trucks that seem like they're being paid to harass the individuals in the paradigm of time, with other school bus individuals that is just trying to get to points of reality that's causing a person not to want to pay attention to what a person's saying. It's because what I'm saying is so true, is hurtful to other people because they know what they caused in life already, and then the misery that they caused in other people's life, and the wrong condition of the human condition, their condition in the physical reality, and they don't want to be responsible for what they did wrong. Why don't you go to those caretakers? Why don't those caretakers send people to those truck drivers' house, those bus drivers, other people in the commercials, and harass them like the way the social population been trying to harass me? Then on top of it, you see them causing stress in the physical reality. You have people that's already doing wrong, and then they want to be wrong and strong. And then when I was John Franklin Kennedy, I told individuals about situations like that on television, and then you see a bunch of social population, I'm going to call them a population because that's what they are, that gathered together that wanted to get rid of individuals because they wanted to end the world, and then to show individuals what I said was wrong. And then now you're seeing the condition of the world ending. From the time I was even John Franklin Kennedy, the place was so clean, and then now you look at it and then you wonder about situations in life. And on top of it, you have other situations that's causing misery in the physical reality. You probably have people in the Federal Bureau that consummated and had sex in children that they weren't supposed to, and that's bringing misery to even the physical reality of the social habitation. And then on top of it, they just worked to get into a position of power just to go after Illuminati because a bunch of other people don't want a certain people in the future, and then they wanted to hold the certain sacred education to themselves, and then the people that knew about it, they wanted to manipulate them for their physics so they could get hurt and end up in a situation that I'm in. Now, when you have a bunch of people, because I'm just giving you my opinion of my viewpoint of what I observed so far in the physical reality. Then it's like shame on international security and my caretakers for having people that infiltrated international security or influenced my caretakers to want to turn against the person that literally educated them and made them for the reason of the position of the things that they're doing in life in this present time. And if there is a future, according if we even make it to the future without your population. Now, that is the funniest thing I ever seen in my the certain things I've been seeing is the funniest things I ever seen in my life. You have people passing cryptic messages saying they want to lock up individuals, the reason of tuition, and on top of it take my land and cause the end of the world. Now you have people voting that's not even supposed to be in my social economic system or on my in the digital system. This is why it's called a digital system, because it's dealing with high intensity of anatomy. And then you have people on a digital system plotting and turning the Empress's humane condition in her body against the reason of her consciousness that will cause the end of the world. That doesn't make no sense, man. That what I'm seeing doesn't make no sense at all. You know, with the things that I'm viewing and the things that I'm telling you about, what I'm telling you about makes sense. To view what I'm saying, to correct it makes sense because I speak in prevention. But in the same time, it doesn't make no sense. It's just like this commercial right here. Some of the things people are doing doesn't make no sense, and I know international security knows about it. I know my caretakers know about it. So why would it be happening when you could prevent the situation from happening, and then for the life could go the way it's supposed to, and it could be more upright? Because you have a bunch of other people of my children from star charts, that fallen stars, and other people that they influence, and in the wrong condition that they recondition, and they children because they have a form of certain type of funding of equality, and they want to cause the end of the world. That don't make no sense. And then other social habitations of other places is probably ruined, and they're just doing the things that they want to do, and it's not the same on this type of on my planet because of what happened to me. Now, I'm not gonna go. I'm a person. I'm gonna be logical that people didn't want me making sure the regard of the social habitation was all right. I stopped doing that. I'm not going to jail for stupidity in an unsanitary place because other people want to be wrong and strong and trying to ruin other people's life. That doesn't make no sense. And then on top of it, I'm not even thinking about going out there and doing certain things because the way things are going, it's seeming like you're ending the world. Then you have that Chipotle commercial saying we always have fresh food, like they're saying they always have stars or it's fresh. So basically, it's a cryptic message because I said I stay fresh. Another person gave a cryptic message to say that is gonna be the end of me. Wow. I know for a fact what I'm speaking about. But hey, man, you see, you're simply, you know, people. The dude on the commercial, he didn't present himself to me say all this time. He made a commercial and he's just happy the places where he is for himself. And then you have other people that's making commercial of people spreading their sickness and thinking it's certain commercials doesn't even make sense for certain commercials to be on television. The things I'm saying, it doesn't make no sense. And then look at this. Two people from a different social star chart from two different points of a nervous system had a child and on top of it called a fallen star. That don't make no sense right there. That you listen, oh my god. You know, I'm the refiner of all social star charts. And then you have people that can't refine the social star charts on on television and then commercials doing things that they're not supposed to be doing in a digital system and we're on the element earth, that'll cause the element to explode. Another person is just built is gonna cause the element empress of this earth to be a ticking time bomb and an explosion. That's what overheats the system, and that's what caused. Matter of fact, let me not explain it. Since you're so educated, y'all probably already knew what y'all were doing, and the social government already knew about it, even international security, and it's still taking place. So why should I say anything? Matter of fact, yo, you know something? Have a wonderful life. I have nothing else to say about anything anymore. My caretaker should have came to me and made sure everything with me was okay and then make sure everybody else is okay because I'm the consciousness that made them, and on top of it, I'm the reason of social education and the reason of social equality, of comfortability and habitation. And then you paying attention to other people. I don't want you harassing me, trying to get me locked up. You're supposed to be showing me love and kindness and making sure everything is wonderful and working upright when it comes to me and honor me and then the things that's being done right now. And then on top of it, individuals knew I was gonna be here from even after Boogie Night. And then the situation is still causing a person so I calculated everything so much. I told you that I was gonna be in certain places, and then you had people trying me. That was just it. I explained everything that they were doing, and they were just irritating the situation because they wanted to overthrow my life. And then on top of it, you have individuals that's irresponsible that's going to cause the end of the planet and destruction because of their mentality and what they're doing to the high intensity of anatomy of generated cellular structure that forms matter, that forms even high voltage of conduct, even of light, that's trying to cause the end of the world. Once I'm seeing things like that, there's nothing else to be said. I feel ashamed about my caretakers or how they went about life, and in the position that they put me in life, and I'm ashamed of international security for what they did, man, and for the things that's even taking place in my view site and the harassment that I see on a digital system and in my social habitation with the population outside every day. That doesn't make no sense. I have nothing else to say. I have a wonderful life. What is it now? Two. What is this? Two 6 2020. Wow, 2020. I wouldn't believe it. You have to see what I'm saying. You're supposed to be educated enough to see what I'm saying. And then you have a social habitation of Haiti that's slowly voting to take over the land and try to manipulate individuals to get on these sides of social in certain countries that just want to take over my land, and then they saying that they're my family, and then they show you every day that they don't care about me, and then they're doing their own thing, and they just trying to manipulate for the funding and for for certain time beings just to get their way, while you see them everywhere doing everything else in life, and then irritating me, saying, "Oh, this is not important," and then on top of it, trying to dictate my caretakers and international security over me. A bunch of people that manipulated their way a certain type of way using a form of mushu magic that's discouraging, deterring, and sending away individuals because they want to take over my habitation of my social habitation of my land. And then on top of it, then they have nothing but beef with people, and then they don't care because they messed up their empress from manifesting, so why shouldn't they do it to other social star charts? Well, that doesn't make no sense, man. And I don't have nothing against certain individuals of Mushu because they don't do certain things like that. But the ones that's going so hard to be the leaders of their social calendar is the ones causing the end of the world also, because they already went. Well, they're already going against me, so they went against their elder, no matter what social calendar or level that you're talking about, even in honor and life. So that with the things that's happening, a person would have to have a brain to really see what I'm speaking about, but they would get upset if they conditioned or being prepped for conditioning or manipulated or already caused a part of the manipulation because of social entrapment through time, just to be able to do the things that they're doing now. That's, oh my God. And they need to be stopped from doing the things that they're doing. But hey, man, I have nothing else to say. There's no reason for me to make these documentaries no more. Don't ask me no questions. I'm not answering nobody's question no more. And I have nothing else to say. Have a wonderful life, international security, and my caretakers. And you see what happened to me in Boogie Night? I was the beginning point of physics. So we'll see what's the end result for y'all, since they're going after y'all. Since they said y'all were the key to manipulation to causing the end of the world. Wow. Anyway, have a lovely day for other those that's upright and realize what's going on. Just don't say nothing for your own safety, because, if they got so far in international security with my caretakers, no telling what else could happen. So be careful, and you already see what happened to me. And you see the position that they have me in and their mentality. So have a wonderful life, the rest of y'all, and be careful.